Hi everyone, welcome to Sunday Night Live. My name's Kelley Farley. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Karaka, Auckland, and every Sunday night we come along and make a card together. Tonight we're going to make a little fancy, I don't have one made, I watched someone make one today and thought, let's do that one. But I had forgotten about this designer series paper, which is called Lights of Aurora, so I thought, I'm going to use that, and so it's got lots of different, but it's kind of really my vibe of colours, which is purples and I think that's Secret C in there. No, Petunia Pop, Pool Party, Berry Burst, Balmy Blue, Gorgeous Grape and a Highland Heather. So that's just the first page. If I pull some out to show you in case you haven't seen it, this is in the September to December it says December, it says January, but it's really December. So they're lovely, those, and then the other side is just kind of plain concrete wash designs. So we're going to use that, and I thought we'd use the arches today as well, and we're going to use a bit of Pool Party. So let's get up on the screen, just make sure. Hello ladies, it feels like such a long time. It is such a long time. So let me just get out here so I can see everyone's comments. Hello Alison and hello Andrea, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you're doing well. I'm going to pop you down. Oh no, I've just got a slow connection alert. So let me just switch the camera and then pop you down. So let's have a look at this designer series paper and choose. I really like that, but I haven't really looked through the rest of it. So let's have a look and see what we can do. I'm thinking this one because I want to do like a window arch to decorate the front, so I am kind of thinking it might be that one, but it's usually a pain to get out, but I'm going to risk it. That one might be okay. Oh, that's quite nice with that in it. And I'm actually going to use this to make a Christmas card. That one's quite cool. That one's quite cool. I think I'm still going to go with the first one because it's got more of the pattern in it. So we're going to use that. I'm going to regret taking it out because, oh no, the 6x6 is usually quite a snug fit into the packet, so I don't usually take it out too easy. And we've got some vellum, which is very exciting. Vellum has come back in a 12x12 size. So we're going to start off with a piece of cardstock. Now this is a quarter piece of the A4 cardstock, 14.85 by 11.5. And then you will need another piece, which is the full length of, no, it isn't the full length, it is the width of your card because you're going to fold it in half. So let's go, so this is 14.85, we want an edge on each side here, so let's go 8, no, a bit more, 9, and that'll give us, no, it'll need to be 8 centimetres. We put 8 centimetres, then we get that bit there and that bit there. So if we go 9, oh, I'm working on 10 actually. Let's go 10. Because then if I do there to there, yeah, let's do 10 centimetres. So 10 centimetres and full width of A4. So then we're going to go this way, it's going to be 10.5, I'm going to score in the middle. Alright, so you're going to end up with that score, and then that will fit on there like that. Okay, so what we're going to need is, we want edges and then this piece here. So this is, what did we say, 10 centimetres, and altogether that is 15. So I want 2.5 centimetres that way. And that's going to be on that side, and then 2.5 centimetres from this side, and it's going to be, oh, my blade needs changing there, and then this should be 10 centimetres, which is that. So we could go a little bit narrower, but we'll see. If you wanted a border, you'd go a little bit narrower and actually make this 3 centimetres, and then that would be a little bit smaller. So if we go to the edge, or just inside the edge, maybe I'll get a new blade. Or maybe I'll turn my blade around and see that. Oh, I might have already done that. So I tend to cut only one way, and our blades are actually designed to cut both. So if I cut that like so, and then I'm just going to take a little tiny bit off that way. That's better. So that's a way that you can lengthen the life of your blades, is to just make sure that you're using them both ways. Oh, and that's actually wider than I thought. Okay, so next time I'm going to say go 3 centimetres, and then you should have the or if you cut it down to the same width, but it's going to be, yeah, so I've just taken a little tiny bit off so that it fits like that. Oh, and I want the pink. Do I want the pink? So I'm going to pop it like that. You can decide how you want to have your pattern. You might want the top part of your pattern. You might want the bottom part of your pattern. Whatever way, whatever you decide is absolutely the right way to do it. So just to make it easier, I'm going to pop that there, and I'm going to go into the corners like that, and then I'm going to go into the corner with that one like that. Right, let's glue it down. It'll work. It always comes out in the wash, doesn't it? So I'm going to have it so that it goes right up against the edge. I'll glue that bit down in a minute. That might not be far enough up, but that's okay. And we'll just wait and see. How's everyone's weekend been? We've had a busy one. It was Matt's birthday yesterday, and Piper had a dance show. Her baby ballet kiddies all had a show, and so she was working in the morning. We had family lunch in the afternoon, which was really nice to see everybody. And then it's my niece's birthday today, and so we were at the Winter Garden Cafe at the museum, and then did a wander around the museum together, which was really nice. Yeah, so that was a nice, I just was like, could this weekend be busier, because I've got so much work, which is typical for this time of the year. So we're just going to get our piece here. Remember we did 8 centimeters by the width of an A4, so 21, and then scored at 10.5. You can choose whatever colour you would like for that, and then ideally you want to centre this, and it may just overlap a little bit on your designer series paper, which is fine. Oh, thanks, Andrea. I just saw this, the first one. I was like, why is she saying it twice? And then this one is going to go on here. So I'm going to cut this down. I'm going to cut it down. And cut it down just under, because I would like to have just a little bit of a border. So we did 10.5, so let's go, I'll go 10.5 and see how we go. Look at that, one whole piece of designer set of 6x6 designer series paper. So just slightly to give me that border. Maybe it didn't say, maybe I've already done that with my blade, because it's made a little bit of a mess at the top. Okay, so there, like so. For now, I'm going to glue that down. 2 full days, oh my gosh. Oh wow! 53, Matt's 52 today. Oh, yesterday. And my niece is 12. So she was born on just the day after his 40th birthday. My sister-in-law was at the hospital in labour with her for his birthday party. But yeah, 12 going on Lincoln or whatever. So this, out of a 6x6 piece of paper, that's all we've got left. And then you could use that for your scrappy thing that we did last week. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I would like, I don't know if it's going to work actually, because, what did we say, 8, let's say 6, 7, 6.5 is probably going to be, and then we did 10.5 that way. I don't think my arch is going to be that big, but we'll see. So if I go over that, and you know what, if it's not, we'll just cut another one. So these are our everyday arches. Let me double check and see if these are still available, because that would be terrible. I'm pretty sure I really quite like them, and so it took me a while. Oh, that's not how you spell arches. They are available, and they come with a really cool stamp set as well, but I didn't get the stamp set. I just liked the arches. So they're $61 for that, or with the stamp set is $95.25. So if arches are your thing, I kind of want that one. Oh, look at that, because that one's going to be too big, isn't it? Yep. So I want it like that. I'm going to pop a piece of washi tape. I don't want it to rip. So, let me just double check that this fits on here, because that would be terrible. Yep. So I want it, I'm just eyeballing it, but I want it kind of centered top and bottom. So that's about that, and then sides as well. It should hold it in place, and I've got my little machine right here, so I'm going to run that through. Now, I, as well as other people, have issues with getting this to get going sometimes, and what I've noticed is if you have something too close to the edge, it's just too thick for it to grab it. So make sure it's further down your plate, but also if you've got something that's got a hard edge and that's got stitching on it, so a little bit harder, if you angle it, it makes it easier to go through. There's no extra pressure, and even at the end where it's flat, if you go this way and leave it straight across like that, it takes a lot more pressure from you to get it to go through, because it's got quite a dense piece that goes through it. Now we're going to use both of these, so I am going to be very gentle pulling this off. There we go. And we're keeping both, which is different. Actually, I've got new embossing folders. That would be quite cool for Christmas. This is Glass and Gardens embossing folder. They just arrived in the mail not long ago. Andrea, were your athletics things close to home, or? Actually, I'm not sure I want that. I want this. I want this to go in, and I want to get most of that, if not all of it, done. Did you have a special celebration, Alison, with your son and his family? Ooh, my instructions have rubbed off. Insert embossing folder, hinge first. I suspect that I'm supposed to be doing that. Nope. I'm going to take that one off. I don't think that's strong. They haven't done anything. Pretty sure they haven't done anything. Nope. I was just looking to see if it was anything on there. I'm pretty sure it's 2, 3. Oh, is that a... This is not a cutting surface. If I do what I've just said to you guys and push it down a bit further, I don't want to break my machine though. No, it's not going through. So let me just grab my big machine. Oh, so no, but he's oh, that's right, he's coming over. Busy weekend had by everybody by the looks of it. I'm sure that he would have had some nice celebrations with his family, Alison. And then you can celebrate later on when you come over. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that. There we go. Just a little bit of texture, something a bit different. So that is going to go there. Maybe I might trim that off enough. No, it might be right. So that there, and then I wanted to do just like a little Christmassy thing in there. So see, will the tree fit? Tree, maybe a star. Tree, fit on there. one for a star? Oh, I see. Yeah. So you're going to fill in there. Yes, it is. And let's go. Do we? No, I'm going to go purple. Purple tree. Oh wow, the primary kids will keep you busy, won't they, Andrea? At least it's nice and close to home. And let's go Berry Burst for a star. Definitely not traditional Christmas colours, that's for sure. But that's okay. Sometimes it's quite nice to do something different. So this stamp set, Tree Trimmings, comes with a very small set of dies, but we only need small, don't we? So put that there. Oops. Apparently there are some people outside being noisy and our dog has decided they don't want it there. So excuse the shouting and the barking if you can hear it. Yeah, I can imagine actually with the primary schools it'll be very full on. Our one's the same when we have athletics where our seniors go to, oh I just ripped that, our seniors go to Mount Smart Stadium. Well, we got rained out this year, but it's usually so intensely hot because there's no shelter and it's like 15 minutes, move to the next one. The kids have an absolute ball and the teachers are shattered, but so I completely get where you're coming from. Oh, hopefully that's going to just hold and it won't be too bad. I don't think I've got one thin enough to. So just be gentle. Maybe should have embossed it before I cut it. That's what happens when you have a plan after. Alright, so we're going to pop that, oh maybe I'll put, just to help it be a bit more stable, one there, and one here. Like so, and then we're going to pop this on centered. Let's center it on the bottom here first, I think. Get that in place. Yeah, so maybe not the smartest move to do that, but anyway, it's done. Okay, and our Christmas tree. And a star. Things back so I don't lose them. Because it'll be more like it'll be another one that gets retired. They do, so they have a stadium, like we use kind of the B field rather than where like the Warriors in that play, so it's a bit smaller, more of a track and field kind of thing. It's got the track around it and stuff, but it also, there's a grandstand for the kids to sit in, but they're only up there at the break times. So the rest of the time, like they rotate around so that one of the groups is up having lunch or a break, and then the other groups are all at all the events. So all of the teachers are at the events because we have to supply the, well, we do supply the teaching staff for the track events, and then we have parents that are helpers with moving them to the next station and monitoring them. Okay, so that's really gonna make me worry there. I'm gonna put that there, and I'm going to get one of these for my star. And put my star up here, and then I think something that has some Merry Christmas on it, I think, which I might have to find. Might have to actually scissors, cut one of these in half like that, and then we're going to, I'm actually just going to take the top off, and then we're just going to slide it under. Because it's floating just a little bit too much for my liking. And then the same, where is it? This side. It's all good. Oh wow. Yeah, it's a great venue to have for our kids. Like to be able to go there and give our kids the opportunity, because they're all quite familiar with it in terms of it being like the Warriors and all of that kind of stuff. And then there's been a few Tongan games and stuff like that, Tonga Samoa games at the stadium, so they're a bit more familiar. I'll put that there. Get another one. For the bottom half. And then I can match them up. It's obviously just a really hard crease, that one, because it's on the, because it's cracked in there too, and at the top there. So if I get it so it lines up, there we go. And then I actually didn't use my phone folder, so we need to make sure that that, there. And so that's our card for tonight. We can put something on the inside there. I've got a bigger arch. Is that going to fit? Nope. So then we'll go one of those. No, 10 by 8.5. Ooh. We can make that as 10 by 10.5. So 10 by going to come in here. You could make this piece, what did we say, 10 and a half that way. Just so that it's easier to fit on. And then I even forgot which way to do it. There you go. Done. That's our card for tonight. Thank you for joining me, ladies. I have put, I've gone back 3 cards, so I'll flip you up really soon. Let's use some of this. And actually, I'm going to go around my frame and just get that. I was going to do the tree, but the frame's screaming out to me. Make it stand out. Edge of the tree, maybe. Just be careful if you are doing this with Wink of Stella that it will drag the ink because our inks are water based. Alright. So just keep that in mind when you are looking at using it for something. So that is our card for tonight. Actually, let's just put a little bit. Oh, yeah, and we're done. Thank you, ladies. Let me flip over to our winning wheel for tonight. So this is the last 3 weeks. So I will, what happened? I will do 3 draws, and then yeah, good luck. So number one is Jill. So I have one more. Congratulations, Jill. I know you generally watch a bit later on, so congratulations. Alison. Congratulations, Alison. And last one, is it going to be one each, or is someone going to get a double up? Jill. Alrighty, thank you very much, ladies, for joining me tonight. I hope that you have a go at making the card. Hope you enjoy making the card, and I'll pop a picture up for you to post your card up in later on, and I've written down all the winners so that I can get some prizes sorted out to you in the next few, well, probably next weekend when I get around to sorting it out, but I will get it sorted, and yeah, I'll see you next week. My gosh, it's so far into the year that we're coming up to December. It's hard to believe that it's nearly December. It's crazy, crazy town. Alright, I will see you next Sunday. Thanks for joining me. Hope to see your cards posted a bit later in the week maybe, or next weekend. Bye for now.